What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Burning Ground. And I hope you had an amazing Thanksgiving. I know I did. Got to spend some time with family, ate some pretty good food, and just had a pretty good day all around. And I hope you did too, because that's really what it's all about, just enjoying your family. But today we're going to talk about probably the biggest gaming franchise out there. Most of the time, if you ask just random people on the street, the first character they think of when they hear video games, a lot of them are going to say Mario. That's right, Mario. And, Nintendo really revolutionized gaming with the Mario games. Every time they put out a new core Mario game, it's amazing. Now, there's been some flops over the years, but you know what? For the most part, just about every Mario game is awesome. Everything from the Super Mario games to, the Mario Kart games to all the different sports games. They're just awesome games and they're fun to play. But what comes along with those games is not just Mario, but a lot of other great characters. And that's actually what we're gonna talk about today. We're gonna count down my top 5 Mario characters. Now, of course, there's some rules to this countdown. It's only going to be core Mario characters. So, no Donkey Kong, Diddy Kong, none of those characters. Even though Donkey Kong was pretty much where Mario got his start, we're saving, spin-offs for another day. So, pretty much, if they're in Smash Bros. And they're not Mario characters, don't look for them on this list. We're also not going to include the minor enemies. Any enemies really, except for, unless they're a boss battle or something to that effect. Some bad guy that's been a part of the games. So, no Goombas, no Koopas, none of that stuff. Strictly main Mario characters. And, this is my list, guys. These are my top 5 characters. So, if there's somebody that you think should be on here, or somebody that I put that you don't think should be on here, let me know in the comments. Post a comment, let me know what you think. But with that being said, let's get into number 5. Coming in at number 5 is the star of the show himself, Mario. I know what you're thinking. Should Mario be a little higher up on this list? Well, I kind of put Mario on here as a default, to be honest. He's the reason for all the other characters. If it wasn't for him, more than likely none of these other characters would exist. So, it's for that reason that he's on the list. He may not be my super favorite, but because of that reason, he's kind of doing this as kind of a tribute, putting him on here. He made his debut in 1981 in the arcade Donkey Kong, in which he was actually a carpenter named Jumpman. And the point of that game was to rescue the damsel in distress, Pauline. But after that, he went on to do, so many other things. He's been a doctor. He's been a go-kart driver. He's been played in various different sports, and he's even done things such as be a keyboard a typing teacher. He's the star of the show. That's why he's on this list. And if it wasn't for him, there really wouldn't be any other characters. And it's for that reason that he's coming in at number 5. Coming in at number 4 is the most underrated cheater the Mushroom Kingdom has to offer, and that's Waluigi. Waluigi's great. He's super funny in all of his appearances, but he's so underused. He's mainly just thrown into the games to be a filler. They gotta have, they have Wario, who's the alternate Mario, and Peach has Daisy. So Yoshi has Birdo, so they needed somebody for Luigi so they gave Waluigi. But he's so great. Like, just listening to his lines and stuff, he's so funny and everything. And it's just, I wish he would be in more starring roles. You know, Wario got his own games. I think Waluigi should too. He actually made his debut, his first appearance in 2000 in the first Mario Tennis game, I think. And like I said earlier, he was pretty much just put in that game because Wario needed a partner, needed a tennis partner. So he's been in just about every spin-off game, you know, from the Mario parties to the Mario Karts. You know, he's been in just about all of them. But like I said, never has he been, that I know of, in a game where he is the main bad guy. So hopefully one day Nintendo will change that. But until then, unfortunately, Waluigi's only number 4. So let's move on to number 3. Coming in at number 3 is the princess from, I hope I don't butcher this, Sarasaland. I don't know. Maybe I got it right, maybe I didn't. But talking about Daisy, Princess Daisy. Now, why Daisy over Peach, you may ask? Well, Peach seems really boring to me, if I have to be honest. Daisy, on the other hand, seems more, you know, it's even said in her bio that she is more of a tomboy. And I like that. You know, she seems more like she would get out and, you know, do stuff to have fun, unlike little pretty Miss Princess Peach. But yeah, I like Daisy. She kind of falls into the same way as Waluigi, though. You know, she's been relegated to being more in spin-offs than anything else. But the difference is she made her debut in an actual game. You know, she had her own, not her own game, but she was the princess in a game that was needing to be rescued. And that game was actually Super Mario Land, which was released in 1989. And like I said, she was the princess of Sarasaland. And basically Mario had to go there to save her. Just like Princess Peach. I don't know what it is with princesses in these games, but I wouldn't hang out with them. They're not very lucky. But most of the time, like I said, she's made out to be a tomboy, and that's what I like about her. She's just been in most of the spin-offs. I think I read on the Mario wiki that she's been in over 60 Mario games, which makes her the most, you know, the most represented female in any of the games other than Princess Peach. So, because she's cool, because she's awesome, she's coming in at number 3. So let's get on to number 2. Coming in at number 2 is everybody's favorite green transportation buddy. And by that, I mean Yoshi. Yoshi is Mario's closest companion, I would say. He's always there to give Mario a ride. I believe they started out with him being a dinosaur in the earlier games, but I think in one of the Smash Bros games they changed him into being a dragon. So I don't know, he's a dinosaur, he's a dragon, who knows. But and the Yoshi we're specifically talking about, everybody's, just so you know, is the green Yoshi, the one you see the most of, because when you say Yoshi, you're actually referring to all the Yoshis. There's different colored Yoshis. And what sets this particular Yoshi apart from the rest is that, you know, according to the Mario wiki, he can actually speak to the other characters. He doesn't, you know, he knows how to talk. And, you know, this is, you know, shown in Super Mario Galaxy 2, where when you get Yoshi, he actually tells Mario, he says, "I know, we should team up. Come on, hop on my back." Instead of just doing all of his little, you know, noises and stuff, he actually talks to Mario. So that's what sets him apart from all the other Yoshis. Yoshi actually had his first appearance in 1990 in the Super Mario World game, which was, I think, the first Mario game on the Super Nintendo. I could be wrong, don't quote me, but I think it is. And in that game, he's, mainly just your transportation. You ride on his back, and a lot of people I've seen like to, sacrifice poor Yoshi. I know it's a joke throughout fans, but sometimes you gotta sacrifice him to get to those high ledges. But he's a great character. He's been in most of the Mario games, whether he's playable or not. He's in there somewhere. I know in Super Mario 64, that was an Easter egg. Was after you got all 120 stars, you could go up to the top of Peach's castle, and Yoshi would be up there. And it was replicated again in the newest one, Super Mario Odyssey. Spoiler. When you get to the Mushroom Kingdom, you can actually go on top of Peach's castle again and take over Yoshi and actually play as him. So I like him. He's a great character. He's fun to play as and to use, and it's because of that reason that he is coming in at number 2. So let's get to the big reveal, guys. Number 1. Alright, guys, time for the big reveal. Number 1 is Luigi. That's right, Mario's brother, Luigi. And I think it's kind of great that Luigi has always been in Mario's shadow. But check out my countdown. Mario's number 5, Luigi's number 1. So take that, Mario. Luigi actually made his debut in the arcade game of Mario Brothers. Just the basic Mario Bros game. And he was really a, this goes to show you how much he lived in Mario's shadow. He really was only just a palette swap of Mario, and they made him green. And this was mainly just so people could play co-op, 2 players. But it wasn't until they dropped, the 2-player modes in the Mario games, I think it was Super Mario Land, that Luigi really started to take on his own identity. But he's been there since the beginning with Mario, short of Donkey Kong, of course. But he's a great character. He personally, I think he's better than Mario. Mario can do all this stuff, but Luigi can do everything just as well. And he's great. He went on to have his own games. He had the Luigi's Mansion games, and has also been kind of a secondary star to some of the other games, like the Mario and Luigi, DS games. But he's great, and just because I'm a younger brother as well, and I know his pain of living in the older brother's shadow, I put him at number 1, and I think that's where he deserves to be. So that's it, guys. It's my top 5. Let me know what you think. Put your top 5 in the comments. Give me a like, give me a dislike, whatever you want to do. Hit that subscribe button if you want, and try to get some more countdowns on here. Some more gameplays too. But until next time, guys, enjoy the rest of your day. See ya.